Having high quality produce is something most of us take for granted. That's because a lot of hard work goes on behind the scenes to get this nutritious food on our table. But thanks to our research, we're hoping to make one part of this process a little easier. Hi, I'm Bill.
And I'm Rick, and we're trialling different technologies to make it easier to manage different soils. Some soils contain too much salt, while others can actually repel water, which could affect the plants that farmers want to grow.
But thanks to a range of sensors, devices and scientific techniques, we're finding a more precise way of treating different parts of the paddock. To begin, we developed a trial site in partnership with local farmers near Karoonda in South Australia. We chose this site because the soil here can go from light sand through to clay soil in less than 100 metres.
On this site, we're growing a range of crops, including canola and chickpeas. To locate the best place to grow our crops, we first had to map the soil in the area. To do this, we went out and sampled the different soils using a device called an EM38. This electromagnetic device sends a magnetic field down into the soil and then measures the waves that bounce back. This determines the electrical conductivity of the soil, which can give us a good idea of its water, salt and clay content. From there, we uploaded the different soil types into our computer model, so we have a clear idea of each soil's location.
Before we planted our crops, we also placed sensors in the soil to help us measure how much water is available. These probes are placed at different depths in the soil and release an electromagnetic pulse. The time it takes for the pulse, or wave, to move through the soil then indicates how much water is in that layer of soil. As the crops grow, we also use other probes to work out whether the crop roots are going deep enough to capture all of the water. We also use this corer to get soil samples from deep in the soil, which can then be sent to the lab for testing.
This allows us to measure the amount of nutrients that are available to the crop at different depths. By testing the soil, we can see if there's enough extra nutrition for the crop to be healthy right through to the end of the season, or if there isn't enough, it can help us determine the right time to add extra fertiliser. Another cool piece of technology we use is called GPS-guided auto-steering. This technology uses information from satellites to guide the equipment, like our tractors, so we can place the crop rows in the best possible position, right down to 2 centimetre accuracy. This helps what's left over from last year's crop row look after the crop we have today. By gathering this information and applying the right practices at the right time, we've been able to make these soils more productive than we ever realised.
So thanks to this precision technology, Aussie farmers can now get the information they need to make the most out of variable soils.